Hey gang, Massad Ayoob here to talk to you about the EDC Jacket from the SCOTTeVEST company. Now, EDC in today's parlance has different meanings to different subcultures. For most folks, it stands for everyday carry of the normal accoutrements of life, your smartphone and your other electronic appliances that become kind of second nature. For some of us geezers, maybe a notebook and a pen. You've got wallets, you've got keys, you might have gloves on a day where you're wearing a jacket like this. What SCOTTeVEST began as was for you high-tech folks who carry all that stuff. The EDC jacket has literally dozens of pockets. The only garment I've ever owned where I thought I needed an owner's manual to take full advantage of it. Now, for its initial purpose, being a jacket, I tested it in November, outdoors all day on the range in Delaware, and December of this past year in Chicago. I'm kind of sensitive to cold, and I found it comfortable in the mid-30s through 40s. Okay for short periods of time out and about below freezing. It's not what I'd wear to the North Pole, but it's a very useful garment for many times of the year. Now, the other meaning of EDC is, from my subculture, the armed citizen and law enforcement, and it speaks to the everyday carry of firearms. Whether you're an off-duty or plainclothes police officer, a retired cop, a security professional, or one of the tens of millions of American citizens who legally carry concealed guns as emergency rescue tools for the protection of their family and their loved ones, this is something I think you can really consider. First, the design of the garment doesn't scream gun, gunfighter, or off-duty cop. You have all kinds of convenience with the pockets for the hats, the notebooks. The original SCOTTeVEST I find this garment very useful for on plane flights. It's literally the equivalent of an extra hand carry. I've got a Kindle, I've got dead tree books, I've got my notebooks, I've got room for a couple of sandwiches, gloves, and all of that. Now, what you have here also is places for the lawfully armed to conceal assorted firearms. The glove pockets, for example, are readily accessible for something like this Smith & Wesson Model 342 38 Special. The breast pockets are quite suitable and very discreet for something like this Car 380 pistol. For those who carry on the, well, let's say perhaps crossbody, one of the pockets is deep enough for a full-size, long-barreled Springfield XD 45 Auto. Normally I carry on the belt, and for me personally, with a belt holster, I prefer an open front garment for access. This one, because of the way that it drapes, completely conceals a Glock 19 pistol, the single most common uniform service pistol on NYPD, for example. And if I had to go for a walk in the woods somewhere where there were giant bears and there might be a need to ruin a Bruin, it will actually reasonably conceal a 6-inch barrel Colt Anaconda 44 Magnum. So I found, for my particular needs and for daily life, the SCOTTe product has worn very well in terms of weather. It was fine in rain, it was fine in snow, and it was pretty good in wind. I'm finding the comfort factor pretty good. I've found over the years their product wears very, very well, and the quality is right up there and commensurate with the price. I think it's a good value, and whatever EDC means to you, I think the SCOTTeVEST company's EDC jacket is very much worth looking at.